everybody. I'm Tom Vessel.
I'm Joy Evans.
And I'm Chris Yee.
And none of us did it.
Nope.
Exactly. It does not fit. Thou must acquittest.
Close.
Almost there.
This is Alibis. This is a new game from All Play Games, and it is a party game, a cooperative party game, in which you get 2 words and have to come up with a clue for them. And there's also a theme about criminals doing stuff and things, or not doing stuff.
Doing stuff and
Theme.
things.
Yeah, here, I'll show you. In this game, you're going to have a certain number of suspects out, depending on the number of players, and a certain amount of heat out. You're trying to get rid of heat as much as you can. That will give you your score at the end of the game. Each player gets a board that shows all the different possible perpetrators out there. You'll also get a little board that you'll be able to write clues on. You will then, for each round of the game, you'll have some words out here, some random words. You can see rock, honey, fork, Paris, placed on each of these folks. By the way, this is a setup for 6 players. Then you're going to take a deck of cards where each one matches the different folks out there, shuffle it. Each player is going to get 2. So let's say, for example, I got 4 and 7. So I have Paris and pyramid. I need to write a 1-word clue that somehow points to both of those. So after thinking about it for a while, I might write Vegas because there's a Paris and a pyramid in Vegas. And everyone's going to write down their clues, and they're going to all read them out loud and put them next to the board. Now, it can be a proper noun, your clues, and then everyone is going to take a look at these clues. So I might look at, for example, riot, and I'm thinking, what's riot? And this player's symbol is the pie symbol, and I'm looking, rock, well, you throw rocks at a riot maybe. Honey, fork, Paris. Are the riots in Paris? Well, I know it's not Paris because I'm Vegas. That was mine. Watch, rainbow, pyramid, apartment, strike. Sometimes people go on strike when there's riots. Farm, superhero, washer, rat. Are there rats in riots? So I think that maybe it's strike and rock. So what I'll do is I'll write the symbol for that player on both of those. I'll also write my own symbol, which is a diamond, on my 2 because I know what those are. And I'm trying to guess everybody's. That's going to leave 1 left over. Let's say I think it's washer left over. I'm going to put P. They're the perpetrator. They're the ones who did it. Once everyone's done that, we will reveal, and each person will reveal who they are. So the person who had more was superhero and watch, everything of the Watchmen. The person with pests was rat and apartment. Stains was honey and washer, because you got to wash stains off. Riot was strike and rock. And salad was farm and fork, leaving rainbow as the perpetrator. If anybody got your clue correctly, you'll take 1 of the heat off. And then each person who guessed the perpetrator, the one left over, will take 3 heat off. You're going to do this for 3 rounds. Then you're going to see how much heat you have left and get your score. And that's how you play. The theme doesn't matter in this game at all, but I am amused by the artwork of the ridiculous superhero villains.
Yeah, it kind of has like a Bad Company style feel.
So this is illustrated by Albert Montez, who is one of my favorite illustrators. He does graphic novels as his like more full-time gig, right? And so he's done things like Resist with Salt and Pepper, and I love his illustrations. It is kind of wasted in this game.
Yeah, I mean, because, right, you're not... It's more like, that guy did it. But
it's more like, that guy is number 2. He's number 7. You know what I mean? But I do like that they put the effort into the great illustrations. The theming actually does make sense. You kind of made fun of it, but you're trying to make alibis for your crew to take the heat off of you. And if you pin it on the one guy that's not part of your crew, that's when you get the most heat taken off of you. That works. Also, I never used the theme to teach this game.
I was going to say,
I was like,
you were stretching
that
there,
was paper thin.
It's not a stretch. But also, if you try to teach it with it, people go, no, word game, got it.
Yeah.
On that matter, I think they did a good job picking very simple words that work well. And a small detail that I really liked is that the boards you write on are dual-sided.
Right.
Which means they will last twice as long.
I agree. And I like the cards. I don't know why. The cards being different size and the way they stack together. It was very well thought out.
Really? That bugged me a little bit, I guess.
I thought it was clever.
It's, I think, a player count thing.
Yes.
right? So that you anyway, yeah, it's interesting. It took me a bit to
use
figure
just the
out.
big ones for 4. Okay, maybe.
Right.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Now, the game this is going to be compared to ad nauseum is Codenames. There's no question about that. Codenames is also, say, one word to
And-
match 2 or more words.
It's like a mixture of Codenames and So Clover.
I think that's exactly the way I would describe it. Yeah. Also has the spy criminal kind of theme.
Right.
And it does have the thing I don't like, but also don't care that strongly about, in which, yeah, you did good, you did not good. I'm like, okay, do we win or lose? I think we're just playing.
Oh, the score chart at the end.
Yeah, I don't really care about the heat, like in any of these games. I just play around and be like, we did great, we did bad, we did great. And you can just keep playing 10 rounds in a row.
I think the big thing I like about this, I think I like the scoring for this one maybe more than So Clover, because like you think there's no way to win until you all get the whatever they call the guy at the end, because you remove 3 apiece and you're like perpetrator. Then you're like, oh, we can do this, because you're taking one apart at a time. You're like, I'm not even making a dent.
Yeah.
But then later you're just like, yeah, let's do it.
And it affects the way that you give clues a little bit, right? Because, okay, I know my 2 words, and I'm going to give a clue. Oh, wait. I need to make sure, because there's a limited pool of cards out there, I need to make sure my clue isn't vague and goes into the other ones. That happens with Codenames. That happens with So Clover and plenty of these other games. But I think this one feels a little bit more kind of reduced a little bit. Like the word pool out there isn't tremendously big. You're only worried about 2 at a time, right? It's like all those aspects of Codenames, but kind of fine-tuned down a little bit.
Sure, but the negative thing about that is sometimes you have a pair of words and you cannot think of a word that ties them together. Maybe everybody else can. And I don't know what to tell you to do in that situation. In Codenames, when you have that situation, you're like, well, I'll just do one word and hope you get it.
Yeah.
You can just do one word. Here, you're stuck with those 2 words. And then when you're done, you feel stupid because everyone's like, well, obviously, cracker was the thing that tied those 2 together. And you're like, oh.
You tell me how cracker goes with barrel. Oh, dang it.
Oh yeah, there are certain times you just lock up on that, and then like So Clover, you'd go to the other ones. I'll get these. Hopefully, get that one running, and then you hit it, and you're like, I'm still stuck. One thing I like about this over So Clover, number one, I think it's quicker. I think it also you also get to do everything people enjoy, the guessing and all that, and it's such a quicker experience. And also, there's not that other card that is thrown out there that sometimes you're like, oof, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the bad luck extra card thrown in. It's like you said. It's everyone is giving clues, everyone is revealing, and everyone is guessing simultaneously. So I think everyone's like has that. There's that little extra step of everyone's involved the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the thing about this is, and I don't want to keep comparing it ad nauseum to other party games. It works well. People like the clue giving, but it's also very portable and it looks good on the table. Easy to teach, and I find it to be enjoyable. And because it doesn't overstay its welcome, although it can, again, like I said, if you like it, you just keep playing forever and ever.
Yes.
But I give it a 7 out of 10. Alibis.
All right.
I don't know why I said the name again, but
7 out of 10 alibis. I'm not looking for a quote on a Kickstarter page. No, I'm going to go a bit higher than that. I'm at an 8 for this one because I really, my favorite game of this genre is like So Clover. And this has a lot of those notes that I enjoy. Like we said, the very simultaneous nature of everything. It's shorter, and so it's one of those games, kind of like the potato chip feeling of like, as soon as you're done, you're like, yeah, let's pop another one out, right? We already have cards set up out there. Let's flip them over, and we're going, right? And I like that. I love when a game makes me want to come back to it. This is one I see myself teaching a lot for at conventions. We're having more friends over from our church over to our home and just for little party nights like that. And this is something I'm going to have in my bag for that.
I think Chris hit that. It's like we played this at a game night here at the studio and then had another one later in the week, and the guy was like, hey, could you bring Alibis? Happened twice since then. That shows what longevity I think it has. And I'm coming in at 8 for this because I do like it. Again, it's similar to those 2, but I think it's more of a bite-sized edition. So I do like it.
there you go, folks. That's Alibis. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Joy Evans.
I'm Chris Yee, and that's Alibis.
I wasn't there.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.